back into the program. Up next is ASEAN Interview, where we have another fascinating interview to share with you this week.
ใช่แล้วค่ะกลับเข้าสู่รายการ ASEAN Challenge และในช่วงนี้ ASEAN Interview ค่ะมีประเด็นน่าสนใจให้กับคุณผู้ชมเช่นเคยค่ะ
Let's go listen.
Hello and Sawadika, you're here again with the host Pama for ASEAN's interview. And today the whole week has been a very long week with a very saddening and an eventful history, the royal funeral. This has not only touched the hearts of Thai people but also has reached to the international observers and international participants. So today I have a student from Austria to talk about his experience in royal funeral. So welcome Matthias for today's show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. How are you today?
Very fine. And you?
I'm good too. So we have been through a week of a very historic and a very saddening event, a final farewell to the late great majesty. So I was told you were also participated in this national event. So what was your general impression and how did you participate? Could you please tell us about it?
Sure. So for me, ever since I came here to Thailand, I could feel in the atmosphere that the Thai people are really sad about the passing of the late King Rama IX. And for me as an international student, I was really welcomed by the Thai people. And so it was important for me to give something back. And I could see that there is so much love for the king. And I also knew that it's an historic event, you know, it takes place maybe once in your lifetime. So I wanted to be a part of it as much as I can. Of course, because I'm not a Thai person and I wanted to also respect the Thai culture. So I always took some distance. But for me it was important to participate. So on the day of the funeral, last week, I didn't went to the King's Palace, but I went to Chatucha to participate at the ceremony. I brought some flowers there and, you know, showed my respect. So this was the one thing, to show the Thai people that I care about them. But on the other hand, it was also interesting for me, you know, just to see it. Because, you know, sometimes in history there's happening some special moments. And I was in Bangkok, so I wanted to be part of it and, you know, just feel the atmosphere. This was for me the most important thing.
Thank you. And how was your general impression? What was the general impression that you got from this historic event?
Well, like the special thing about Thai culture is, you know, the king died 1 year ago. So of course it wasn't like the first grief. If someone dies, you know, you have like tears and you really hurt. When you, everybody knows this feeling when some family member dies. So this was 1 year after. So I would say my general impression now was more that people, they already understood how to deal with it. So it was not so emotional anymore, but it was more about this, I want to show respect, and, you know, I want to tell my king one last time, you know, that I'm so thankful or grateful for what he did for the Thai people or for every individual in this country. So this was more the perception I had at the funeral ceremony.
I was also told that you not only participated in the last funeral, but also you presented a Thai dance in dedication to the late Majesty. So how was your experience and how did you participate?
It was a great experience, you know, because especially when you come here as an international student, Thailand is also famous for tourism. And a lot of times you see like stereotypes places or cliche places. So when I decided to come to Thailand, for me it was important to see the real culture, to see the real Thailand. And so every time I get the chance to see something that is, you know, deeply rooted like the Thai dance or this funeral thing, where you can see the real Thai people, what they're doing. I want to be part of it, you know, and so from the first day I came here, I tried to make friends with Thai people, and yes, they also asked me to be part of the Thai dance.
Funeral dance.
Yes, of the funeral dance. It was like a ceremony here at Rangsit University, and it was to honor the king, you know, and so this was one part that was interesting for me.
Okay.
But also, of course, I've never done something like Thai dance, and this you know roots really deep in the Thai culture. So it was just an overall great experience for me, because I was confronted with so many new things, and I could learn so much, you know, not only about the king, but also about Thai culture, Thai music, because we were dancing to Thai music, you know. So overall, you know, this is for me something that is enriching my personality, because it's an experience that I cannot make in Europe. So this is also the reason why I'm here, and I'm happy and glad that I did it.
Very heart-touching and more so inspiring to hear your own experiences and the way you contributed in this national event. And also, how about the general, before coming to Thailand, you must have heard about the great monarch, the great legendary late Majesty, and his journey and his contribution to the nation. So what are the things that you like the most, or like what inspires you the most?
So many things, you know, but Thai people always tell me like our king is like no other king before, and I think they are right, you know. He's the king of the kings. I think he's, first of all, I admire him because I don't have the feeling, because he's not my king, you know. So I'm not part of Thai people, but what I admire is like about his individual biography, that, you know, he had a lot of talents. He was a really intellectual person. This is what I admire, because this is what I'm searching also in other people. So, and he was really engaged in the arts and the music and photography. So, and I think he did it his lifetime, you know. He did so many different things, and this for me is a role model, you know, that you understand you can always do something new. You can enrich your personality. And then there was one moment when we went to Stoon in the south. We visited there the people. It's like a really far province, you know. And then we went there to a museum, and they told us that the king, he came there for 3 times. And then they told me the story that before Rama IX, when he was becoming the king, before he went to a foreign country, he said, I want to visit every province in Thailand, you know. And this touched me on a really emotional level, because, you know, who world leader nowadays says something like this, or who is thinking like this? It's of course it's logical. First you should understand your own country and your own people, and they should see you. And this is like really inspiring, that he was, although he was the king, he wanted to be in touch with his people. And this is why I think the Thai people love him so much, because he really lived by this rule his whole life.
Very, very heart-moving and a very heartwarming, at the same time a very heart-touching explanation that you offered here. And speaking again of the late Majesty's contribution, and you are saying it's something that you look for in a leader, it's something that you believe in, what the Majesty did for the nation, going all the way. So how did you learn anything more that added up to your human value from these observations?
Yes, sure. I mean, all these things fill up my heart, you know. This is why I can talk here like this, you know. I can say all these things because I feel them in my heart. But most importantly, what I've learned for myself is, maybe I would say the teaching of Rama IX basically means, you know, wherever you are in your life, in whatever situation, you know, if you're rich or poor, if you're successful or not, you should be humble and honest, and you should be open to the people, you know, and don't be selfish or think that you're something better, because, you know, in life there's always a change, and this is what you can see what he did, you know. He was the king, but he was everywhere in this country. He went to the farmers, he helped them a lot, you know. And this is for me something that I will keep, or I try to keep this attitude for my whole life, because I think it's a good way of, or it's a good style to interact with people. Because, you know, when in Europe we say, if something comes from the heart, it will go to the heart. And this is something I definitely learned from Rama 9.
Thank you so much. And any general comments or like any aspirations that you would like to offer now?
You know, ever since I'm here, and this is also to some respect has to do a lot with Rama 9, I'm so impressed by the youth of this country, because, you know, Thai people, they have so much energy, so much creativity. A lot of young entrepreneurs are here. So this is I didn't expect it, you know. I don't know why, but somehow I expected something else, but now I'm even more impressed, because people have so many talents and they do so many things, you know. It doesn't matter in which section of life, you know. And I think that this country has really a bright future, you know, because Thai people are so warm and nice people, and at the same time they are so driven, and they want to be successful, and this is something I admire, because they can bring the things together. Because a lot of times in Europe, when someone becomes successful or becomes famous or whatever, there's a tendency to forget about where you're coming from, and you start to treat people in a different way. Like, you know, you start to look down on them. This is like, I would say, maybe a European attitude. Mm-hmm. And Thailand and the Thai people teach me very differently. So they say, no matter where you go to, you know, you should treat the people always with an open heart. And to come to an end, I think this is something the Thai people learned from Rama 9.
Thank you so much for the very heart-touching and very heart-melting tribute that you offered for the late Majesty. So thank you so much for coming to this program.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So that was Matthias with a very heart-touching and a heart-melting tribute for the late Majesty, which really melted the heart. So the late Majesty was not just the precious jewel of the Thai people and Thailand, but also he has touched the hearts of many international people like us. So his legacy will still remain in the hearts of all. Thank you, and stay tuned for next interview show.
And that's our ASEAN interview segment for you this week on ASEAN Challenge. That wraps up the show now for this week. We'll see you again very soon next week. For now, สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ